Yeah, yeah, yeah. Brooklyn. It's the WGIS, nothing less, giving it straight to your chest. Yeah, yeah. Know what? No chaser. Yeah, yeah. Come on. What's the name? It's the WGIS, nothing less, giving it straight to your chest. No chaser.
Welcome to another
Yes,
edition of
sir.
the Rundown. The Rundown. Jeff,
Facts.
what's good, man?
Ain't nothing, baby. What's good with you?
Jeff, the prisoners are running the asylum. The prisoners are running the asylum, Chef.
Yo, 34th Street was bananas, bonkers.
The prisoners are running the asylum, man.
Give me that. Give me game one.
Oh, man. Yeah, we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it, man. We're going to get to it. The underdogs are drawing first blood, bro.
In all
I don't think all my years watching basketball I seen that, man.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yo,
I don't think so. Something new.
something new, man.
Something definitely new.
Let's play some bills.
Let's pay some bills. Let's pay some bills.
Let's pay some bills.
Facts. Let's pay some bills.
Who are we gonna start off with today? Drum roll. Raise your vibes, raise your consciousness, raise your vibrations, inspire motivational teas, INSPYAH, motivational teas, or one word.com. Go on that website, copy some powerful graphic tees with powerful messages on it, with good material. I am most popular sale. Elevate yourself, elevate your mind, spread the message of self-consciousness, self-confidence, self-love, inspire motivational teas. Again, INSPYAH, motivational teas, or one word.com.
Facts.
Graph Inks,
Yes.
digital, multimedia, digital advertising and photography, specializing in various events such as quinceañeras, sweet 16s, stripper parties, divorce parties, and the like. You pay them their bread, they'll make your
Birthday
event.
parties.
Yes, all of that. They'll make your event very memorable. Graph Inks.
Facts.
Graph Inks.
Facts.
Sugar Water Way to Sugar Water TV. Music, real
Facts.
estate.
Word.
The new entertainment empire. Not even new. They've been around for a minute.
Yeah.
But the empire that you don't know of, but you
Facts.
will know of. Franchise and New Girl, shout out to them, best family over there. They building. Tune into the show Liquid Truth. That will be back.
Yes.
Once they give us the time and the date, we will let y'all know, or y'all good people know you so y'all can tune in.
Facts.
Infotainment.
Yep.
News, gossip equals infotainment.
And time to time, WGI Sports has made their rounds on that show.
Yes. We'll pop in every so often. Every so often, franchise, he get in the mood to talk about sports, he'll give us a holler.
Yeah.
We get in there and we
Yeah.
talk sports related stuff.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, get it popping. Get it popping.
Absolutely.
Easy.
And last but definitely not least, Fat Boy Coffee, PHATBOI, Boy Coffee, multiple gourmet flavors. Shout out to Coach Lonnie and our brother The Rock. Upon your first purchase, get a 10% discount upon your first purchase
Yeah.
of Fat Boy Coffee, PHATBOI
Facts.
Coffee.
Facts on the fat coffee.
Chef Vlad,
Yes, sir.
the prisoners are running the asylum.
Yes.
The prisoners are running the asylum. The underdogs have struck first. They have shed blood first.
Yes.
Woo, man. Whoa, man. Whoa, man. Whoa, man.
Not just one team.
All of them. All of them.
Yeah.
All the top seeds. All the top seeds got rocked in the jaw real quick.
Yeah. They Yeah, they got wrapped in the jaw
Got rocked
real
in the jaw real quick.
like reality, like, oh, we are in the playoffs. This isn't the regular
Yeah,
season.
yeah.
Yeah,
See, they had it. See, they you see these top three teams had it sweet for a long time. They was just coasting,
way too long. Coasting,
just
eating.
coasting. You
These
know,
Black
just
Panther said it
cruising,
best. Y'all sitting up here all comfortable.
all comfortable. You know, they listening to Smokey Robinson.
Oh yeah.
Let's cruise away from here.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about.
Then all of a sudden,
The carpet got pulled from under their feet. They fell
uh,
backwards, John.
you know what I'm saying? You
They
know what I
fell
mean?
backwards, baby.
Oh man.
They fell
You know how we
backwards.
do. We gotta save the best for last, brother. We gotta save the best for last. So
Backs.
we gonna start out with them Pacers.
Pacers, Cavs.
Yes, first game.
Yo, I gotta say, am I surprised? Not really. Am I surprised? Not really. Come on, Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
he's a very like
yeah,
last year he had something to prove. And this
yeah.
year I feel like it's like a revenge tour. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think he carries a chip on his shoulder when he plays, and he exhibited that on the floor on Saturday against the Cavs. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of people always making excuses for the team that loses. Oh, well,
Right.
we didn't have this player. Oh, this player was hurt. And
Mm-hmm.
you still suited up, right?
Still suited up, man.
No excuse.
Still suited up, man.
I hate when people do that. I really do. I really do. Oh, well, you only won because we didn't have our stars. You're not playing, bro. They're playing, and they suited up, and they played the game, and they lost.
Yeah, yeah.
Live with it. Live with it. Cavs just listen. It would take your man Spider to score 50 and the bench to do bench work, grunt work, for them
Mm-hmm.
to have won that game.
Mm-hmm. No, the Pacers the Pacers definitely set the tone, set the pace. Solid, solid defense. Their schemes were set up where everybody was able to get their shots
Yeah.
um effectively. Tyrese Halliburton definitely orchestrated a great show. He had great he had a great show, great showing. Um, and the crew, Miles Turner, of course, lighting it up like Miles Turner do. He was
Yeah.
he was on point with the putbacks and his jumpers. It was
And
and
Obi
and
opening
and
up in the
wait a
lane.
minute, and wait a minute, Obi topping. All of a sudden he knows to shoot threes now.
As I was
Obi
gonna say, open on
topping,
the wing. Open on the wing.
open on the wing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obi Toppin knows how to shoot threes now. He's not just a dunker anymore.
Listen, you got to thank Tibbs for that one.
Mm,
Because Tibbs didn't really have a spot for him in the rotation.
hmm
If he wasn't a shooter, then he wasn't going to see the floor. So Obi
Yeah.
had to learn how to shoot. And the best place for him to shoot
Apparently. Yeah.
was the corners because it's the shortest path to the basket with shooting
For-
threes.
Yeah, for shooting threes. The corners. I mean, that's the least level of difficulty.
Yeah.
Shooting threes from the corner. That's the easiest spot to shoot threes from.
Yep. Most lethal spot for
hmm
an open shooter,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
inconsistent shooter.
hmm Absolutely.
You,
Absolutely,
you
man.
can get
So
you can get daggered from there.
Obi hit some crucial daggers, man.
He did.
I was
He
impressed.
did.
I was totally surprised. I was like, what?
Uh, I,
Look at
I don't
this.
I don't know if I would have been. I don't think I would have. I don't think I am. He displayed that he had that ability with the Knicks, and he was just frustrated and wanted out. And I think Indiana Pacers was the best path for him
hmm
to least resistance to getting playing time.
The path of least resistance. Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. I dig it. I dig it.
It made sense. He's a
That's a
runner.
valid point. That's a valid point.
Yeah, he's a runner. I mean, I don't see him fitting anywhere else. I mean, he could, but not really.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I hate to say it. I mean, because he's with a rival.
Right.
He's with a storied rival team.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of when it took me a while to process Mark Jackson playing with the ops, as kids would say, playing with the ops. So
That
this
hurt.
is kind of reminiscent of that because Obi Toppin is a New Yorker. You know what I mean?
That
So
hurt.
you got home team playing for the ops.
That hurt, Ja.
You know what I mean? So yeah,
Jamal Tinsley.
yeah, playing for the ops. You know what
Yeah. I
I
don't even want to go down that lane. I don't
mean?
hate the Pacers, man.
You know what I mean? So,
Like every
it's
team
all
has a
good. I
team
mean,
where
he
you
he kind of fits he kind of fits in good with them though. I can't even
he
hold.
does. He does. He's a floor runner.
He runs the
And
floor very well, yep.
yeah, and he's a rim rocker.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
So
now a shooter, a
a
legit
shooter.
three-point shooter.
Yeah.
Can't leave him open.
Yeah, no, you don't want to. He's
Yeah.
he's one of those streaky shooters that if you get it going, you're gonna have a hard night.
He is streaky. Great point. He is streaky.
Yeah.
He's not bona fide. He is
No.
streaky. That's a great
He's
point.
just
That's a
yes.
great point. Yes, yes, yes. That's a great point. But when he's on, he's on.
Yeah, he's lethal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be aggravating to watch. You know what I mean? And shout out. And there's always a guy on the ops that I mess with, that
Yeah.
it could when it was the Knicks Heat rivalry, I used to always say, I don't F with nobody on the Heat except for Tim Senior. That's my guy. That's my guy. I love Tim Senior.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so
It was Harold Miner too.
Harold Miner for you?
Yeah, Harold Miner for me.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, 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 no. Tim Senior and Mash when Mash was with them.
Oh,
When Mash
Monster
Brown was with them.
Mash.
Mash was our guy.
Yeah, he was.
The Mash's home team also.
Yes,
So
yes.
so Tim Senior and Mash. That's the only I was like, I don't F with nobody on the Heat. F the Heat.
Yeah, for sure. Till this day. Till this day, man. Till this day.
So I say that to say I have the same affinity for my guy Pascal Siakam. You know
Siakam.
what I'm saying?
I was hoping the Knicks would steal him away too, but
Oh man. Oh man. Siakam and OG oh man. Can you imagine Siakam and OG in the front court? Oh man.
yeah, I would have gave up Mitch for that.
Yeah, be like the New York Raptors.
And Siakam, he would have loved that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
excuse
yeah.
me, that snuck
Yeah.
up on me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He
Maybe,
would have loved that.
yeah, maybe next year. Maybe.
No, I think the Knicks going in a different direction next year.
If certain players don't perform well in the playoffs, and move them and get
Why
Mr.
not?
Siakam over here,
Yeah,
play with his
listen.
boy OG, you know what I'm saying? You know,
Listen. Yeah, man. Listen.
you know what
Listen.
I'm saying?
I don't, well, no matter there's those teams that no matter what move they make, their rivals always one up them to make sure that they're good.
Yeah,
So, like for instance, Minnesota, right? They got better this off. They got better on the off season
they
by
kind of
getting,
did. Yeah,
Ragu.
yeah,
And I knew Julius Randle would fit in at some point, right? And I said, "Oh man, Minnesota can run the gambit out there."
yep.
What did the Lakers do? They got Luca. You know what I'm saying? Look, what did Golden State do? They
Hmm.
got Butler.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like no matter what you do, this team in your conference sometimes
Yeah,
tries to one up you. But as
sure.
long as you stay strong, especially when this is your year, like, oh, this
Hmm.
is our year, man. This is our season.
Right.
A team somehow or another just tries to one up you, and you right back in the
That
same.
always happens. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
You're right.
Like there's no way OKC should have last night lost to Denver,
The
right?
Nuggets.
It shouldn't
Let's
have.
go there. Great
It should.
segue. Now we can talk about them. Great segue. Great segue.
No way in the world they should have lost. But listen, uh, they
Chef.
won up them.
Chef, did you see Joker's line?
Yes,
Did you see Joker's line?
yes.
42 and 22.
And I thought he was gonna get kicked out the game.
How so?
That flagrant foul he caught.
Right.
You could see frustration on his face.
Yeah, you're right. True.
They were hounding him all night, but listen, they prevail.
Yeah,
But that's what you talked about, John. That's that championship pedigree.
that's championship pedigree. That is championship pedigree. Listen,
Able to
these top seeds, all these top seeds are put on notice, man. They better wake up. Because
wake up.
you playing against teams with pedigrees.
Yeah,
You playing with teams that have been there before.
yeah.
Denver were champions not so long ago.
But you know, and people still sleeping on them. There knows no
Right.
respect. They're not putting no respect on Denver's name right now. Like it
Well,
was a fluke that they won. No, it was a fluke when my Milwaukee won.
yeah.
And I can say that because they haven't been close to that championship status since then. And they've moved a
Mhm.
lot of pieces since then.
Right. It's true. They did
When
move
your
a lot of
window is
pieces.
open, you better make sure you got a 3 or 4 year window, or else,
Uh-huh.
or else you're one and done.
That's right. That's right. But bro, 42. Oh, you disappeared, Vlad.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Oh, sorry about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, but 42 and 22 and 6, Vlad.
What's
42, 22 and 6.
heck of a stats line, right?
Monster game. Monster game. And then shout out to and then AG Aaron Gordon with the game winner.
Can't can't make it up, B. Can't make it up. Can't make it. But how many times has he's done that in his career?
He's done that quite a few times.
You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
you got your boy Russell over there as well.
Yeah. Russ, Russ being Russ. Now, it's kind of unfortunate that you kind of gotta be nervous watching Russ on a fast break because
You know. We seen we seen what he did with the Lakers, bro.
yeah,
Eh,
you're like, is he gonna make the shot, or is he
Is he
gonna lay
gonna
it up, and
sell?
is he
Yeah.
gonna lay it up and miss, is he gonna sell? Oh man, you're like, all right, Russ, you know what I'm saying?
Those legs,
Yeah,
disgusting display.
yeah, but listen, I mean, aside from all that, I mean, he's still athletic like crazy, man.
Can't take that away from the
Yeah,
kid.
the high energy makes up for all of that.
Facts. Yeah, it does. It does.
You
Indeed.
know what I'm saying? But a lot of them close putbacks and layups that brother be missing. It's like Russ.
What are you doing, bro?
They're like, oh, Russ, and he be right there too, like the finger, he was right there. I'm like, wait a minute, how did that not go in? He was right
It's,
there.
it's
He
the,
like, it's right there. How did that not go
yeah, I never understood Russell as a player, man. Like
in?
when they had that tandem at OKC, that's when that was the best Russ, but still, they never could get over that hump.
Right?
Yeah, they could never get over that hump. And that's why that team broke up.
Yeah,
That was a
I agree,
dynasty.
man. Russ and KD was a great tandem.
That was a dynasty.
That was a dynasty to make it. Man, all three of them, all four of them stayed together. Russ, KD, James, and Big Perk, and Serge,
Kirk,
and Serge.
Serge Ibaka.
Yeah, that was a dynasty in the making.
That was a fuel. That was a full
Yeah,
dynasty, B. I don't understand.
that was a dynasty in the making,
And
dogs.
that was homegrown.
Homegrown, yes. Homegrown, yes. Yes. All of them drafted, right? Am I right?
Yeah, yeah.
And organically homegrown dynasty dogs.
Because they kept every
Man.
year they had the top five, top 10 picks,
Yeah, that's right.
and
That's right. That's right. Yep. That's right.
they could never
Absolutely.
they could never like get over that hump.
Yeah, absolutely. Only been to the finals one time,
Yeah.
and then whatever issue Russ and KD had, it just it kind of broke them apart. And then James felt that he could be the man. He needed more playing time, of which he proved that he could be the man. But he chokes in game sevens.
Mm. Pause. Pa- Pause.
Pause. Right. Right.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
If y'all don't get the joke, then you gotta look
Yeah.
up
So
that
yeah,
man's
yeah.
history.
If you know, you know.
You know. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, man. But what you think, man?
I
OKC
think
got rocked in the jaw, man.
listen, I think it's good for the league, right? You want to
Yeah.
see you want to see these underdogs win. And
Hmm.
by no stretch of the imagination or Denver bumps. People need to just rock that to sleep. The way Denver orchestrated that win was nothing short of hard work. It was
Hmm.
hard. I mean, they put listen. It was like a lot of elbow grease into that. That series is going to
Yeah.
go seven as well. We haven't
Yeah.
seen if that series goes seven. We've never seen a second round like this in a long time.
Yeah.
Where you're like, yo, these games are valuable.
Yep.
Like the first game out the gate sets the tone for the rest of the tournament,
It sure
the
does. The rest of the
series.
series, that's right.
So you just don't know, man. I mean, look at the Lakers, right? Everybody said, "Oh, LeBron and Luca," but listen, look what Anthony Edwards did first round. B.
Packed
He
them
set
up.
the tone. He set the
Packed them
tone.
up. Packed them up.
So, and I don't expect nothing less in the second round.
Hmm.
So, I mean, right now, Indiana Pacers in Cleveland, it's game two.
Hmm.
Cleveland's up by seven. That's not a lot. So that tells me that these games in the second round are going to be 10 or less.
Yeah,
10 or less, B.
that is not a lot.
That is not a lot. With what, how many minute like a minute left in the game.
Oh
That's
God.
infinity.
Oh, that is very much so infinite. Oh God.
If it ain't 10 seconds, listen, that's infinity
Yeah, man.
for
Yeah,
7 points
man.
on the board. You know what I mean? You up
Yeah,
seven.
man.
And even then, with Therese Halliburton, that could just light it up. I mean,
Yeah.
look, you don't know. You don't listen, his will to win is bananas.
Hmm.
All it takes is one steal.
Yeah. But
One
he's
steal.
been he's shown that he's definitely maximizing well close to maximizing his potential of how much of a great playmaker orchestrator he is.
Yeah.
I mean even in the first game he showed his playmaking ability and he mixed it up quite perfectly with his scoring ability in order to lead the Pacers. I mean he was really a conductor out there with
He is.
the game against the
Masterful.
Cavaliers, you know what I'm saying? So he played up to his potential Saturday.
I mean, that's why that comment by Wally Zerbiak didn't age well.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I was like, oh, what are you doing, Wally? Wally, what are you doing? You giving
Uh-huh.
this kid, all you did was just give this kid that you don't think deserved to be an all-star more fuel to show
Yeah,
you why he's an all-star. And he
right.
proved it. He
Yeah.
proved it. Not only did he did it last season, did it this season.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
Well, he's a future star of this league. So, it's certain players with that nasty, attitude, not in a bad way, but like you
Hmm.
just don't piss off, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's not a nasty player, but he's a confident player. He's a highly confident player.
Oh, what I mean that, I mean like
Yeah.
he's a dog.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
a
he can.
dog. He'll get after you.
Right.
His
Right.
nasty play. You know what? Let me rephrase that. His tenacity.
Tenacity. Yeah, I think that's a more better word for
Yeah.
Reese. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely tenacity. I mean that's the whole that's the whole personality of the Pacers, today's Pacers.
Oh,
Very they display so much tenacity. You
I mean,
know,
they up and
that's what
down. I mean,
that's what makes them dangerous.
it's like what was the coach for the Phoenix Suns? What's his name? D'Antoni. It's like
Mm,
mixing D'Antoni with Tibbs,
mm.
and you have that type of offense where it's run, and gun. But when we get back, we playing D. We're gonna play D,
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they do.
and we're gonna try to keep you up a certain score. You might
Hmm.
hit the century mark, but you're not gonna blow us out neither.
Right. You're not blowing them out. That's
No.
for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Um, but Denver OKC, man. I think the one thing about OKC, OKC's had some playoff success last year. They had a top record in the NBA, had some playoff success. They got eliminated. Um, but is that is that experience enough? Which I personally don't think. Um, but is that experience enough for them to roll with this punch and get back to it?
Well, I think you
Because
said it.
these are essentially they're still young kids. These are young kids.
Yeah, yeah. Their time is coming. It's not their time yet. A lot of people picked them to win the whole thing, but in the chip, if OKC versus Cleveland, it's not their time yet.
Mm,
The reason why I say that is because OKC is not ready. I mean, they're built for it regular season, but you
hmm
can't sustain that in the playoffs. The playoffs is physical.
hmm
You know what I mean? And Denver, they get physical. They can get physical.
hmm
And if you can't match that energy, then you have what you had last night.
hmm
You know what I mean? And it's not a blowout. It's just that teams know how to keep it close. When you have that playoff, deep playoff run experience, keep the game close, and we'll take care of it in the end.
Yeah, I agree with that also because in addition to that, apart what's dangerous about Denver is that not only can they match them offensively, they have the championship pedigree,
Yeah,
which kind of gives them an edge. So it, like you said, it's very well possible. It could be very well possible that Denver can beat them in seven.
yeah. I mean,
It's very possible.
right now it's too early to tell because
Yeah,
whatchamacallit's gonna come back on Denver.
yeah, SGA, hell yeah,
Yeah, they're not gonna take it lying down. I mean, they got a
right.
squad over there,
They do
and
have a squad,
and,
absolutely,
and not gonna
absolutely.
roll over. They're not gonna roll over.
Not at all, not at
Not
all.
after that.
And
Not after yesterday.
yeah, and they have the best bench in the league, bar
They
none.
do. They do.
You know,
They do.
with Isaiah Joe, and the other Jalen Williams, they got some dogs. I mean, they got some killers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
Um,
think it's gonna come down to matchup in the end.
yeah, it'll be matchup problems. Absolutely,
Yeah.
it'll be matchup problems. Um, Lou Dort, shout out to him definitely. You know what I'm saying? But
Hopefully he's all right because he took a shot from Joker last night.
yeah, that shot was crazy.
Ooh. That's why I thought Joker was gonna get kicked out.
Yeah.
Because you could tell it was intentional.
Yeah. He was frustrated.
Yeah.
He was definitely
Easy.
frustrated.
Easy. Easy.
Yeah, but but you dropped 42, but you dropped 42, 22, and 6. Why you that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Can't be
exactly.
that you can't be that mad.
Well, when a team figures you out and they lock you
Yeah.
up, shout out to the defense. When a
Mm,
team does that and push you out off the block
yeah.
and you can't get into your set routine
Yeah.
where you're comfortable and everything, for every point you get, you have to fight for. So you're fighting for everything.
Right.
Frustration does kick in
Yeah. Yeah.
because because now you're matched up against a team that matches up well against you.
Hmm.
So now you got to fight for your points.
Yeah.
You just can't stand there free roaming and shoot.
But yeah, there ain't no free moment happening. Yeah. So
Yeah, you're not gonna get a double double
right.
easy like
Right.
you used to.
Well, I mean, he got it last night or the other
Yeah,
night.
hard fought,
Yeah,
which is supposed to
yeah.
be. It's supposed to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, well, speaking Great segue again. Speaking of frustration and not getting to your spots, woo,
Yeah,
woo. None wasn't so apparent than the way Cat was playing.
yeah.
'Cause they frustrated the hell out of him.
They pushed him
Hell
off
was
the
not getting to
block.
his spot.
They pushed him off the block.
Pushed him off the block all the time.
Yeah,
All
they
the
they
time.
threw the they threw what they did was is they what's the coach name again? I'm sorry.
Joe Mazzulla.
Missoula did what he was supposed to do. He
Hmm.
used the foul technique, but unfortunately, when Porzingis got hurt, he
Yeah.
couldn't. It kind of blew a hole in his defensive scheme.
Oh yeah, it did. Yep.
And what are you going to do moving forward? Because you can't foul, you can't use your fouls. The Knicks can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got a deep bench too. They Tibbs just don't want to use it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you still got Precious, you still got PJ, and you still got some rooks on the bench that can push the limit. And you give you
Yeah.
fouls that you could possibly need to move the Tatums and the Jalen Browns off their comfortability spot, which is what the
Hmm.
Knicks did last night with their regular. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see if the Knicks could repeat that tomorrow night, and if it even works.
They better understand that the Celtics will be making adjustments.
Heavy,
Heavy adjustments.
heavy.
Because because although that victory was epic,
Yes.
clearly you could see glaringly obvious you could see how and why the Celtics lost.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For one, the Celtics slept on them. Clearly.
Clearly.
Because when they was up 20, all they was doing, there was not one drive to the basket. Do you know these dudes was 15, 16? No, these dudes was 15 for 60
Yeah. I
in
know.
3 points,
I
in
know.
3-point attempts.
They try to
15,
shoot their way to the win and blow out the
15,
Knicks.
15 for 60. 63-point attempts.
Won't happen game two.
Nobody drove to the basket.
Yeah. No.
No one. No one.
Crazy.
Even when they kicked it to the inside, there was a play Drew Holiday had to kick the inside. Instead of going to fillet, he kicked it back out to Derek White.
Short middies. That's all they were doing is shooting the threes in the short middies.
Short minis and long minis.
Yeah.
Nobody drove to the basket.
No. No. Why?
Best believe game two, they will be driving to the basket.
And that's where the adjustments got to be made. That's where the
That's
blackness.
where Dibs needs to foresee this
Yes.
and know, okay, great, we won, but I know why we won.
Right.
It's partly our defense, but I noticed what they did offensively. They thought they could just shoot threes and blow us away.
Yep.
That's really what happened. I'm just gonna chuck up threes. We got them up by 20. We just gonna shoot threes and blow them away. Oh, they catching up. They only all right. All right. We up 12. I'm just gonna shoot threes. 1 3 will stop the run.
Yeah.
Oh, up. We're up. We only up 4. Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Let me shoot threes. Okay, we made one. Okay. They go on another mini run. Derek White shoots another 3. But their offense was outside the perimeter.
You live by
Nobody
the three, you
drove.
die by the three, Joe. You know how that
Yeah.
go.
And they did. They definitely died by 15 for 60.
That's unheard of.
Yikes.
That's unheard of.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
trying to they were trying to break an NBA playoff record, scoring record.
Yeah. Yeah. So they had bad intentions.
Yes. Yes. They was gonna make a statement
Yeah.
in the first game.
In the first game. They
We're
definitely was
gonna
trying to do that.
they would try to make a strong statement to New York
It's
as
very
well as
strong. Yep.
as well as the Knicks that you don't belong on the same floor as us.
Yep. Yep. And that's what they thought was gonna happen.
And here's what's gonna happen in game two. Not Knicks, Boston's gonna run screens
Yeah.
heavy for
Yeah.
Tatum and Jalen.
Absolutely.
And they're gonna either drive or
Yep.
pull up. And they're gonna die by that three, but they're gonna pull up and they're gonna make a lot of threes tomorrow.
Yeah.
But here's where the Knicks could win this. When they're doing that, you gotta play tight. Like you gotta switch the man off. You go to a man zone coverage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
you do not get picked off in a pick and roll
Do not.
because it's gonna come. It's gonna come,
Yeah.
and it's gonna come multiple times.
Yeah.
And then on offense, you do not try to match wits with them. You go
No.
hard to the basket and get them in foul trouble
Yeah. Get them in foul trouble and
because
fast
they
break
short.
points.
Yeah, you
Make
gotta
them
play
run.
tough defense, man.
Yeah.
Because I tell you right now, you give Celtics an inch, but you trying to match wits, you're gonna lose. You're
So
gonna lose.
you see you don't think zone will be more efficient
No, you cannot do zone against
on a
that type
screen
of.
on a screen and roll, no?
No, the
In the second
reason why
screen.
is because when you're playing zone, you're
Mm-hmm.
going to get it blocked out, and
Mm-hmm.
Tatum's going to back up beyond the three and shoot it. And he's nine
Mm-hmm.
times out of 10 going to make it
Mm-hmm.
because he's on a revenge tour from yesterday's loss.
Oh, absolutely. Him and Jalen.
Right. Jalen, you could
I mean,
shut down.
is it Jalen or Jaden?
Jalen
Jalen. Yeah,
Brown.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can shut down from a 3-point factor, but you're not going to stop him on a 2-point driving to the basket. You're just not.
You're not gonna stop that. Yeah.
No. Then on top of that, your boy tried to get hot too. Um, what's the guard?
You talking about Peyton?
Not
Not
Payton.
Peyton. Peyton, they kind of shut down Peyton a little bit.
Yes,
Peyton down a
Pritchett.
little bit.
Pritchett. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Pritchard got shut down a little bit because
Um,
Pritchard had to work because he had to guard JB, so he had to work.
and you still got what's that Harrington out there?
Old man Harrington, yeah.
Yeah. So
Who could still knock him down.
he can, but you can make him a non-factor. You can make him a non-factor by running the ball full court. He's going to keep up, but he's going to get tired. And the
Hmm.
Knicks have that extra oomph
Yeah,
with Mikal Bridges and
yeah.
Josh Hart. They love to
Right.
run. They love to
Yeah,
run.
they loved it,
And
definitely.
then when they running, you're trying to run up with them. OG's right behind them, ready for
Right.
either the drive to the basket behind
Yeah,
you, in front of
yeah,
you, or pulling up for the three.
yeah. He's definitely trailing.
So the Knicks are a threat to Boston's defense because
Hmm.
you because the Knicks can pretty much do what they want to do
Hmm.
offensively. The Knicks' problem is execution.
Yeah, yep. I agree. The execution be shaky. Yep.
I can't believe it. Indiana Pacers pulled it out again. What I tell you? They beat the Cleveland Cavaliers in the final seconds, 120-119. And what I
Yeah.
tell you, what I tell you,
Yeah.
what I tell you, Ja, this round
No.
there will not be no blowouts.
This is breaking news, folks. This is breaking news. We telling you.
In game, in the show, we're telling you how this.
We are telling you, folks. The the prisoners are running the asylum.
Yes, yes, yes. Your boy,
Indiana about to be the Indiana's up 2-0, about to take him to Indiana.
yes. Listen, your boy Mitchie.
Holy
Uh,
crap, man.
yeah, man. Your boy Mitchie had 48 points, man.
Oh my God.
48 points. But look, listen. Siakam 12,
Yeah,
Aaron Neesmith 23, Miles
yeah.
Turner 23, Andrew
Balanced attack.
Nembhard. Huh?
Balanced attack.
Oh yeah, 13 from Nembhard and
Yeah,
Halliburton 19.
yeah,
Every man played their part
yeah. Balanced attack.
all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
All the way to Benedict
Half
uh,
on. Yeah, Benedict half on. Yeah.
19 off the
Balanced
bench.
attack. Balanced attack.
He was +8.
Yeah.
Benedict was +15.
Mm.
Come on.
Mm-mm.
Come on.
This just in, folks.
+15, B.
The
It's
Pacers
crazy.
are up 2-0.
Two zip. Who listen,
Cleveland. Listen, Cleveland. And that's the irony. Kenny Atkinson just officially got Coach of the Year.
yeah. The irony, right?
and his team is down 2-zip, going back to Indiana.
I'm going back to Indiana because Indiana
Let me tell you
is
something. Let me
where
tell you
I'm
something,
from.
Chef. Let's well first off, let's before I get to that, salute salute to the orange and blue being
Yeah.
down 20 and coming back. I thought they was gonna get packed up. I ain't even gonna hold you. So how they methodically came back and won the game in spite of the missed game winner by JB. All right, fine, we go into overtime. Um, we go into overtime. Still, I ain't gonna front, the confidence was still lacking. I was like, oh, these guys, they in overtime, these guys gonna get burnt out, and that's when either Tatum or Brown is gonna go ape shit,
Right. It
right?
was it was OG though.
But it was OG that brung us home.
Yeah. It was OG
OG that brung us home.
with the and one.
Yeah, with the and one. And then Mikal mother effing Bridges
Yes, sir.
with the defensive stop.
Give me that.
Give me that.
Give me that.
And thank you, refs, for swallowing your whistles. Pause.
Listen, I
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because there was a little struggle there. The ref easy could have said, tweet,
Yeah.
shoot two or whatever. You know what I'm
But
saying?
it's one of those instances where the game is so close and
Yeah,
it's coming down to what, 4 seconds?
yeah,
You don't blow that.
right, right.
You don't. I don't care
Yeah,
if the shoe was on the other foot.
yeah. You can't blow that. Yeah,
You can't blow that. You gotta
yeah.
let it
You
go.
got to let the players play that out.
Yeah, you gotta let them listen. If the shot clock is off, then so is the whistles.
Yeah,
Unless it's
yeah,
blatant.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Good point. Good point. Yep.
Unless it's blatant.
Yeah, good point. Yep. Good point. Good point. Yep. Good point. That's kind of been an unwritten rule, and that's we've seen that happen many times before. So
Plenty times.
yeah, yeah, you're right.
Plenty
That's a good
times.
point. So we should not be surprised about that. But man, well, we see, and if anything else, although Mikel has been um rather disappointing on the offensive end, he makes plays. Well, I'm learning that he's making plays when it counts.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
making
Yes.
so as frustrated as you get with him at the end of the game, at the end of the day, towards the end, he'll make the plays when it counts.
I want you to watch something, and I want our listeners and watchers to watch something,
Yeah,
especially Nick fans alike.
yeah.
I want you to look at the fire in the Knicks' eyes.
Mm-hmm.
There's never been fire like the '86 Knicks that went to the championship. Not all of them had the same
94.
fire. '94, I'm sorry. Or not all of them had the same fire. But
Mm-hmm.
that 2000 team,
Yeah, the 99 team.
yeah, '99 2000 team,
Mm-hmm.
they had that fire. Only thing that hurt them was that they had injuries.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at that fire, they were making plays, Joe.
Yeah,
Because you know why? Nobody believed in them but Knicks fans.
right.
And this is the same situation here. Nobody believes that this Knick team is good.
They
JB's
were
over JB's overrated. Cat,
he intentionally flops.
right? Cat is not who we think he is, but yet he's shown all season that he's an all-star. Mikal Bridges was overpaid for. And OG always get hurt.
Yeah.
Deuce is not deucing.
Right.
Cam is a shell of himself. So it's all these excuses as to why the Knicks aren't going to be great. But
Right.
when you look at the Knicks, they gelled, right? In the season. It made sense. And so it took a minute for them to learn like we can win as a team if we do this. And there was times where it didn't work because the team was, lacking in confidence, lacking in play. They didn't believe in the coach decision, overplaying his players. But look what happened when you rest your players and the coach actually uses his bench. Players will play and they will support each other.
Players want to play.
Yeah. And so everybody has to trust the process, right? I still feel that Tibbs is not the one that's going to bring us to the championship, and you know what? He very well may. He very well may. But I just don't like his coaching style. I really think it's really ABC for me. You know what I mean? It's so easy to read because it's pick and roll and everybody goes solo. But when the
Mm-hmm.
Knicks are moving the ball the way they need to, cut,
Mm-hmm.
drive, and the players right there to receive the ball for the easy
Mm-hmm.
lay,
Mm-hmm.
that's where Boston and all that to say that's where Boston is going to miss the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think any team knows how well the Knicks move the ball. And they move the ball that well because they know each other and they trust each other. And that's why I say the Knicks make a difference. And when Cat get hot, that's what you're really gonna see a problem. Because at that point, whoever's guarding Cat is not guarding on the inside, which allows Josh Hart to grab those rebounds that he's been grabbing. It's gonna be a problem. It's just a matter of when Cat gets hot. Can he get hot now? Strike that iron. Because if he gets hot now, the whole their road through the through Boston, it's gonna be a fun road. It's gonna be Ja, strap up, get your pills. It's gonna be a cardiac affair.
I think for one, I agree with you on the fact that Cat needs to show up in a series offensively.
Yes.
It's very important. The way he didn't he he can't get frustrated when they push him off the blocks.
No.
He can't. What I feel he needs to do is kick it back out. There was a play. I don't know if you remember. There was a play towards the end of the fourth quarter prior to the Brunson potential game winning shot. Cat Cat was trying to Cat was trying to drive to the basket, and Herring and old man Al was guarding him, and he got doubled. But yeah, he still tried to drive to the basket. They was pushing him off the box, but yeah, he was still trying to score. Meanwhile, he had Bridges on the wing that he could have kicked it out to. And if they rushed to him, he could have kicked it. He could have swung it to OG. OG was waiting right there on the other side to hit the three.
Yep.
But Cat being frustrated all game, he wanted to get his off. Pause.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But he kept getting pushed off the box, and he looked all awkward and clumsy going up for the shot. He got to remain calm.
He got to.
If he can't if it's not there, kick it back out. If it's not there, kick it back out. Kick it back out. You know back in the days, or even when you play even when we play pickup games, we as guards, we dump it in and when they double, they kick it back out to us.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
they rush to us, and if the double team, if the weak side, if the weak side is running back to us when we get the ball back, we quickly dump it back to him because
Yeah. Yeah.
he got the one-on-one now.
Yeah.
He could do his work. That's what Cat needs. That's what Cat should have did.
He
You
needs
know
to,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Or
Yeah.
either that or cut and spin off the defense and you right
Right.
there at the basket.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because his low post moves is a little sick. It's a little, it catches me off guard because I never knew he had a low post game like that.
You do have, yeah, he has a pretty good low post game, but if you got old man Al, who's mad strong still at
Yeah,
40
he
years
is.
old, taking you off the box, kick it back out, man, and reset.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kick it
Because
back out and
know,
reset.
because you know, McCall or OG is going to be on that wing. That's
Right.
what they are. They're wings.
Yeah, hence the name Wingstop.
Yeah.
You know what
So
I'm
kick
saying?
it back out and then back
Yeah.
your man down and then get the
Yeah.
ball and go to work. Don't
Right. Kick
force
it
it.
back out. Yeah, kick it back out, reposition yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because but I saw Cat was frustrated all game because he wanted to get his shots up. He wanted to get his shots off, his scoring points off. Because I guess he feels. I'm sure you heard I'm hearing the noise. Everybody's saying, "Oh, the now is Cats need to step up. Cat needs to step up in this game." Yeah, yeah, you need to step up, but step up, step up when you see it's the right time. Don't
Listen,
force it.
it's like posting
Don't
something on
force it,
social media.
man.
All right. And don't read the comments.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Don't read
Yeah,
the comments. If you're gonna
yeah.
post something on social media, don't read the comments.
Don't read the comments and don't listen to the analysts.
No, unless you got a stomach for it.
Right.
Now, if you got an appetite for it,
Yeah.
listen. Do you like shrug it off, laugh, and go, do what you do?
Do what you do. Yeah, exactly.
Me personally, if I had his height, I'll kick it back out like you said, get the
Yeah,
ball back, and then pound the ball into the paint, then
yeah.
turn around and dunk it. I would do a Shaq on him.
That's it. Yeah, turn around and dunk it. You're 7-1, dogs.
Come on,
You're 7-1.
come
Let's
on.
get it. You 7-1.
Yeah,
Let's get
listen, this
it.
is it. You in your
You know what I
prime
mean?
right now.
But but overall, I mean, I mean, all that aside, despite um just just um just awesome play by the Knicks, man. Real impressive coming back from 20 down and
Yeah,
just making Boston shell shocked and the Boston fans look stupid.
yeah,
Because
pretty much, pretty much. But I told you, Joe. I
yeah,
said, listen, right now, if the Knicks win game one,
yeah,
it changes the weather, the
it does.
complexity of the whole series.
Yeah,
Because now we know you can do it. The
you know you could do it. Yeah,
expectation is you should win this series.
yeah.
That's the unfortunate thing.
That's the unfortunate thing. Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because now the expectation is like you should win. There's
you
no
should
reason
win. Right,
like
right.
if you lose, it's because of lack of play.
Yeah, yeah. Lack of intelligent play.
Right. And if you
Boneheaded decisions.
right, like if you lost game one and won game two, the
Yeah,
expectation would be the same. Like, oh, okay, well, at least we got one in the garden.
right.
But you won game one.
You won game one. You drew blood first. You drew blood first.
Yeah, yeah. That changes the complexity of the
Yeah,
outcome
man.
for the Knicks.
Yeah. I agree 100%.
And
100.
what do you think when the Knicks come? Listen, New York and Boston does not like each other.
Don't. Straight ops.
We're talking
Straight up
baseball.
ops.
We're talking baseball. We're
Football.
talking
All sports.
football, all sports, and fans alike. We do not like each other.
Don't like each other.
So, with that being said, when Boston come to town, it's gonna get ugly.
Yeah, yeah.
Like New York fans expect dubs,
Yeah.
and there are Boston fans in New York.
Yeah, yeah. Yep, they are. Yeah, they are. And they're gonna feel the petty.
It's gonna be
They're gonna feel the aggressive petty.
listen, the temperature in the room is gonna be 98 degrees, baby.
108.
108. Listen, temperature is going to be high, and it's
You
going to come
understand?
down. It's going to come down to 10 seconds with one of the teams being up 1 or 2 points.
Facts. Yeah. Might be one of those. Is that the Knicks just by this one alone, the Knicks just um made us excited about this series
Yes,
because a lot of us weren't. A lot of us were nervous. A lot of us were not convinced or confident. I mean, I'm one of them. I raised my hand. I said, "Look, if you I, if you fight hard, get it to 6. I'll be all right with that." But yeah, things change now. My excitement has elevated.
yes.
Like you
Listen,
captured first blood impressively.
impressively,
You know what I'm saying?
impressively.
Yeah.
But here's what can't happen: you cannot allow Boston to go 15 for 60. You can't.
Nah.
You can't. That means that to me, your defense has been exposed. You're not
Facts.
you're not doing your coverage properly.
No. No.
Now, if Boston goes 15 for 25, that's
Yeah.
impressive. You know what I mean? That means
Right.
that the lead was always tight. It was never a
Yeah.
blowout in this game. This game was always
Yeah.
been tight.
Yeah.
But
But
the
you let
fact
these
that
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, no, go ahead. No, I was just saying that the fact that you let them shoot 60 to blow you out, to blow you out, and to lose the 20-point lead because they couldn't shoot is really nothing to, say that's a little egg on Boston's face.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's also like, hey, Knicks, we need you to play for all 4 quarters.
Yeah. Let's get it together.
Let's get it together. Because
Right.
that was a warning shot for the Knicks.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Shots fired. You know what I mean? Shots fired on that.
Right.
So I'm not I'm not 100% happy with this win the way it went down because it
Yeah,
should never been a 20 point. Because the way the Knicks came out was on fire. It was totally on fire, but they
right.
just didn't sustain it. You got to sustain it for 4 quarters.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, we got one more quarter left.
Right. Right. But on the flip side, how about that 63 to 35 run though?
Impressive. Impressive. That tells you what, John, that the
The
Knicks are
third
dangerous.
from the middle of the third to overtime, 63 to 35 run.
Let's put this in perspective, John. If the game was tight all the way through to the third quarter,
Yeah.
it would have been a blowout
Yeah.
because the Knicks would have made that run with desperate, like, because their Achilles heel is the third quarter.
Always has been. Yep.
So you put that padding between you and your opponent.
Yeah.
That means that the Knicks have a fourth quarter falter where they could
Yeah.
drop the they could
Right.
drop they could drop the hammer.
Yeah.
And the pieces that you got to pick up, that margin is large enough for you to say, okay, get us to the 2 minute mark,
Yeah.
get us to the 1 minute mark, get us to 30 seconds, and let Boston be down by 10.
Yeah.
And not, you know what I'm saying? Because then if they're not and it's a tight game, then we go through what we went through last night. It
Yeah.
comes down to 4 seconds.
Right. Yep. Right. Right. And also and I know I'm jumping the gun a bit, but imagine just imagine this, man. The way things are set up now. So we just recently found out that Indy's up 2-0
Yeah,
on Cleveland, which is a top seed.
yeah,
Imagine let's imagine if Indy wins that series. The
right.
Knicks are successful in this series. The Knicks can handle Indy.
It's gonna be another grudge match, man.
It's
It's
no,
gonna be, but they can.
but you know what happened last year? New York got an axe to grind.
Yes, they do. Let's be clear.
Yeah,
Mikal Bridges has something to prove in this playoffs.
yeah,
OG has health concerns that he needs to prove that he's reliable
yeah, he's reliable. Yeah,
in this playoffs.
yeah,
JB needs to be healthy
yeah.
to show that he's the best Nick to ever put on the uniform
Uniform. Yeah,
that's going to lead his team to victory.
right, right.
Cat came from Minnesota
Yep,
with all types of doubt.
with all types of doubt. Hell yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Question marks and everything.
all of
Why
that.
did we
Yep,
make this trade? Why
yep,
we just didn't keep Randall? We had Ragu.
yep. That's right.
We could have ran it back.
That's right. That's right. And this is what you and I were initially saying. We
Yes.
said we said all we needed was Mikel.
Yeah.
All we needed was Mikel.
Yeah.
And that completes the Nova boys.
Yeah.
Everybody's healthy. Run it back.
Because remember, a lot of people like to forget, but I don't. Julius Randle was still an all-star.
Yeah. And he finally came around and started playing maturely
Yeah.
until unfortunately he got hurt.
Oh
So he,
yeah.
he was out. So he was out for the season because he got hurt last January. He got
Yeah.
hurt early in the season. So
Early.
he was out. Mitchell's gone. Mitchell's in the playoff and B did him dirty,
Yep.
lifted him up.
Yep.
OG was out. So
Yep.
we were wounded warriors going into
Yes.
Indiana.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
We were
So
never at 100.
never at 100. Never at especially after the Philly series. Never at 100. So we
Right.
and then even being walking in wounded, we took Indy to 7.
We did.
So if we get Indy again, I mean, saying that Indy does his thing, we do our thing with the Celtics, and we get Indy again,
Yeah.
fully healthy, oh, it's
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
It's up.
Yep.
You think these cats ain't forget about last year? It's up.
Listen, ain't nobody forget
Yeah,
last year, B.
man.
Nobody forgot about last year. So yeah,
Right,
axe to
right.
grind is absolutely correct. And we have I was just confirming this, but we have home court advantage over Indy.
That's that we do. That's yeah, because we the third seed,
You
three
you
versus
don't
four.
you don't think New York crowd is gonna be up for it?
What? What? If all the top, even on the west side, if the top seeds, the Western Conference, the top seeds eliminated,
Yeah,
whoever, then let's just go further wishful thinking. I mean, Knicks go out on top against Indy, make it to the finals. If um if Minnesota and Denver knocks off the top, Minnesota, yeah, no, Minnesota and Golden State. Well, Golden State is lower than Minnesota actually.
right.
So either or, it don't matter if OKC. Well, just say if OKC gets knocked off, the Knicks can compete with Denver, Minnesota, or Golden State.
They
The
they
Knicks
have
have
the personnel.
Yeah, the Knicks is split with Minnesota in the regular season, I believe. The Knicks has beaten Denver three. I think the Knicks swept Denver, I think,
Mhm.
or they were 2-1. And I think Golden State got it better than them though. I think Golden State got them 2-0 or 2-1.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But those teams are not dominating, imposing. They're manageable.
Yes,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? So,
I
so
want you to move on my hip. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
the only concern be OKC.
yeah. And even then, I'm not.
You know what I mean?
I
So,
wouldn't be because again, the Knicks have something that right now they're in slow-mo with it, and
mm,
that's person like they have an axe to grind. They got
mm,
something to prove.
yeah,
They got a whole city on their back that's depending on them,
yeah,
and that energy is there. JB knows that is there,
hell yeah,
and when JB's 100, who
yeah,
you think is going to follow? Cat. Cat has
yeah,
to follow.
absolutely,
And you know McCallum's going to
absolutely,
give it because that's his boy. Josh Hart off the boards, you know that's his boy. He's not
yeah,
going to let him down, or else he's going to
right,
have to hear it. And
absolutely,
OG's a quiet assassin. He's a ninja.
absolutely, absolutely,
He's a ninja out there, B.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yo, he quietly killed Boston's first game. Quietly.
Do it quietly, yep, quietly. So this has a potential to be like the 99 run, potentially.
Yes, yes, I think it does.
You know what I'm
And and,
saying?
and you know it's going to happen when they do something big.
Yeah,
It hasn't happened yet. That dunk by OG was huge,
yeah,
but that's not 4 point play big.
right. Right. I see where you're going. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
see
I
where I'm
see where you're
going?
going. Yep, yep. I see where you're
It's
going.
not it's not Allen Houston
Yeah,
teardrop and the ball hits the rim, the front iron, and drops in and eliminate Miami big yet.
yeah. Well,
That
I
was
would
last
argue,
round.
I
That
would
was
argue
last round.
JB's 3-point shot was.
Yeah, that was last round.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about
So
this round? Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, this
Yeah.
round.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the match has been struck once.
Yeah.
If it happens again, then we know what time it is.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
it has to happen in this round.
Yeah.
It has to happen in this round because then they'll believe, they'll know, like,
Yeah.
yo, this is magic. This is a magic
Right.
run. And we got to
Right.
strike the iron while the iron is hot.
Right. 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 Or yeah. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yep. So just moving forward, man, the excitement has arisen,
Yes,
and playoff basketball. We always said, man, anytime the Knicks are involved in the playoffs, playoff basketball just a little bit more exciting with
it
the Knicks are
is.
involved. You know
It's
what I'm saying?
different. It's
Yeah,
different.
it's different. It's different when the Knicks are involved. Everybody know that. So
The whole world's pulling for the Knicks.
yeah, yeah,
That's what Chuck and Shaq can't stand.
yeah. They low key hating, man. Yeah, yeah, I don't like that. They be hating. They be hating. You know what I'm saying? But it
Yeah,
is. It is what it is. They've been hating. It's all right though.
yeah.
Damn it, man. You got one tonight, man?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, okay. So am I. So am I. So am I. No dabbing man tonight, folks.
No.
Nobody committed any effery this week.
No. By our standards, no.
Yeah. Not by our standards, exactly. So yeah. If they did, it ain't worth talking about. You know what
Nah.
I'm saying?
Nah.
So yeah, we good money over here. So
Facts.
yes. Chef, another good one, brother. The
Yes, sir.
playoff continues. We'll continue to enjoy like the rest of you folks will enjoy.
Yes.
Uh, this is the drum major.
Yes,
On
sir.
behalf of the chef, WGI Sports, the rundown. Always remember, whatever you do, make sure you love what you do so you can embrace the grind. Till next week, we are gone.
Facts. Peace.